Hello. How are we doing this evening? Happy April. Yeah. I've got some heavy duty caffeine withdrawal headaches going on tonight. Oof. I am hurting. But here. Got our pizza dough. If you remember that from perhaps yesterday's stream, that has grown a little bit. Poofed up a little bit. It's done a little proofing. As you can see, I don't know if you can... Oh, there's a little bit of a drop there still. But there was a little bit of water there on the top. Hey, cooking girl. Welcome in. How are thee tonight? So, I'm going to unwrap that and let that hang out for a little while longer while I work on other projects. But I'm going to be doing 2 pizzas tonight. Going to be doing one that's a little springy, little beginning of the year. We got the leftover bacon from yesterday. I'm going to use the bacon that I already crisped up with some pea sprouts. Do sort of a lighter, springy one. Let's see how that turns out. I haven't tried doing pea sprouts on pizza. I've not heard great results, but we're going to give it a shot tonight. And additionally, I'm going to make a cream sauce. Going to do cream sauce for both of the pies tonight. Mostly just because I didn't feel like going out special just to get tomatoes to make tomato sauce. And it's winter. Well, tomatoes are not back, and so they're shit. Outside gardening came in for water. Nice. Nice. And shrimp pizza sounds good. Got plenty of pizzas to do here the rest of this month. We've got 4 pizzas right here in front of you. There's, we're gonna quarter that, use 2 of them tonight, use 2 of them for, next Saturday, hopefully. Yeah. So, cream sauce. Not too complicated of a project. I've done that many times on stream here already. We're going to start off with the roux on stove. Dip that third cam back in. Need a little butter, flour. That's a thin pan, so the pan's already hot. Get out of here, bug. Nice. Well, this is no knead style pizza dough. Not I haven't endeavored to make my own sourdough culture. I've never really thought that I was going to do enough regular use of it that I should be keeping a starter around my house. If I was running a bakery, absolutely. Yep, I started actually on stream here yesterday and mixed it up the last thing in the stream. And it's been sitting here since about 7:30 yesterday. So it's been almost 24 hours. They recommend about 18 for it, so it's a little bit over. That butter I'm forgetting about back here. Take that off the heat so we don't brown that even more. Grab a spoon here for some flour. I want to even whisk that in a little bit before we add that back to the heat. That's awesome. I haven't gotten to my gardening. I should have already done my gardening, and I was like, I was so hyped up on it, and I was doing so many things for it, and I've just been procrastinating and procrastinating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that this year. So we got our roux here. Don't need to cook that anymore. Don't need to be creating me much larger messes like I am. Full milk. Yeah, and I even have the luxury of not having to deal with the rest of my yard. That's all landscaped by my landlord. But I do have the one raised bed, and last year I actually went to the trouble to get myself an extra yard of dirt and filling the bed out a little bit better. Got a bunch of stuff in there, but it didn't turn out great last year. Birds got a lot of my stuff last year, and so it didn't even, a lot of them I started out sprouts, got them going well as sprouts, put them outside, and birds ate them. I lost my watermelons and a couple of my peppers that way. And then I think the new soil, since it was new compost that I had bought, was perhaps too hot for some of the things like strawberries and some of the herbs, and they just didn't. They took, but they didn't flourish. And tomatoes were about the only thing that did well. So, and even they didn't produce a ton of tomatoes. So, I don't know. I even bought seeds for this year that I haven't used. Oh well. So let's continue whisking this as this warms up to a boil. Yep, start them inside's the way to go. And I'm forgetting that I need to put my pizza stone in the oven to warm up. So we're going to take this big ugly, throw that back there. Oh, what happened? So, fan on over here, and close the bedroom door. We don't get any smoke alarms. Make sure our sauce isn't sticking at all. Okay, that's cooking a bit warmer than I want, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. We just want this sort of simmering, continuing to cook. Still obviously a bit lumpy here because we haven't worked all that roux in there yet. And this may be a bit too thick because it's... because it hasn't incorporated all the roux, so it's going to thicken a little bit more. Dirt, organic topsoil, peat moss, manure. Yep. starting seeds on the inside is definitely a way to go. I was planning on doing, topsoil. I actually saved all of my old paper towel rolls and all my toilet paper rolls for the last year, and they're all stacked up over there in my growing area. And I was going to cut the paper towel ones in half and use those all as my seed starters, figuring that I could probably just plant them. I haven't tried it before, but at the very worst, I figured I could get them all wet and plant them because they'd fall apart with the water. And yeah, I just haven't done any of that. Au gratin. Ooh. That doesn't sound like fun. I mean, au gratin sounds fun. I love me some potatoes and cheese. Or cream sauce or butter sauce, depending on. But yeah, that sounds like a royal mess to clean up. I had a pizza drop on me in this oven. That wasn't fun to pick up either. Yeah, we're gonna need some more liquid here. Let's finish up the bottle of milk. Yeah, the last pizza, the pizza before, I threw it in there, and skipped past the stone, fell down, and half fell off of the stone, and half cooked. And I didn't really realize until I was done. Thankfully, that was not on stream. That would have been sort of fun. So let's get some sprouts out here. What did I do with those sprouts? Bag of sprouts, where did you go? Need that later. Oh, there we are. Bag of sprouts. So the pea sprouts. That's probably enough. Greek custard. Tell me about it. Nice. Sprouts are sort of a tough one to grow. They're like lettuce greens where you gotta be regular with them in order to have them available. And I'm just gonna do light chop on these, just so that I want them to still be pea greens, but I don't want them to be, all connected, and so you take a bite out of the pizza and you pull half of the thing apart. Nice. Let's do our pre-roll. I didn't know that there were spells. They've been spamming that thing in front of me since the beginning of this. I don't know what any of these are. Haste, Stronghold, High Ground. Huh. Don't know which I should go with here. I sort of think Stronghold. But tempted by Haste too. I think I'm gonna do Haste. Oh, there we get descriptions. Wing boot that boosts the speed of all nearby allies. The battle start. What's Stronghold do? Magic tower that puts... Oh, I don't want that. Oh, we're doing Haste. Why does it have it? I thought I unlocked it. Oh no, it's different now. Okay. Oh, I can upgrade it. Why not? And... There we go. So now we got all those goodies. Okay, let's do our battle. Let's see how we do, Quiet Jay. Long battle. Well, that's certainly Greek sounding. Just about anything philo, I start thinking that region. Long fight. I don't know if we're gonna win this. I don't got much life left in my... Ooh, we did it. Victory. Congrats on those rewards, Quiet J. I'm gonna continue putting my tank up here. Actually, let's do this over here. Yeah, it's always... And half of the time you're buying the frozen philo, and you go and pull it out of that package, and they've got it so tightly packed into that package, you know, both for shipping and for, you know, all the obvious reasons other than a good product. And you don't know how to unroll it. You don't know how to... and I've seen so many people try and pull them apart, and then it's folded, or it's... And they end up ripping it trying to figure it out. So our sauce has been bubbling away around back here the whole time without me thinking about it. House is already starting to smell like pizza from that stone and the leftover flour on it. Turn that down even more. We're going to give that little salt, little pepper, little seasoning. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Then again, it's phyllo. I don't think it's going to take forever to defrost. Nice pinch of salt there. Little MSG as well. Bunch of cracked pepper. Wow, they want you to really defrost that. Oh. So, garlic powder. That's our oven saying that it thinks it's up to temp. But I'm going to let that sit a little while longer. Make sure that it's up to temp. Garlic powder, onion powder, probably about twice as much onion powder as garlic powder. Really trying to work some of those clumps out. I'm gonna have to strain that because I don't like how lumpy it is. Spice container is getting out of order. Okay. We'll add some dried basil to our sauce as well. Spanakopita. That's something I should probably add to my word scramble for when it returns, because it will be returning hopefully in next patch. Apparently the people who code the bots, they changed the number of things in the back end in the last patch, and they didn't code in the ability to have the games be free. And so with the way I do the word scramble here, the bot is typically setting it off instead of chat. So it's not supposed to be a thing where they're charging to join in. And it was screwing up the whole thing because of that. But hopefully that'll be fixed here in the next update of the bot. Do I want to add anything else in here with this? I think I'm good with that. Yeah. We got our uncured pepperoni. Yeah, let's go ahead and strain this because I want to work those lumps out. I also sort of want to cool this down a little bit. I don't want to be adding a hot sauce to my fresh dough. I want it to be at least room temp, if not almost chilled, because it's going to do things to the dough that I don't want. Sorry for not changing that. Okay, so there's our pizza sauce for tonight. We'll allow that to cool down a bit. It's just should be good for 2 pies, I think. How long have I been streaming? July 21st will be my 2-year stream anniversary. Although I've only been here on Twitch since July. So July 1st. So it's going to be, I'm going to combine the two and do sort of a stream anniversary slash Twitch anniversary. That'll be sometime in July. But yeah, spent a little time sort of spinning my wheels there on Mixer. Apparently not to my benefit. Well, to my benefit and not to my benefit at the same time. Mixer was previously called Beam, and it was acquired by Microsoft, and they threw a bunch of money at it, but they didn't throw it at the right ways. And I think ultimately the top execs really just wanted the data and stuff out of the company, and so they shut it down with a tweet. People have been streaming with them for 4 years, and like out of the blue. I mean, there was some DMCA stuff going on at the time, if you remember, around June last year, but and there was some other drama going on, but quite literally they put out a tweet that, oh hey, we're partnering with Facebook and everyone gets to go over there now without, you know, so yeah, there was a lot of bad stuff that went with that, and I don't know. It was sort of nice having a sort of low pressure space to learn the basics of streaming, but at the same time I sort of feel like it wasn't to my benefit too much at the same time. Hey, Bun Buns! Yep, we're doing pizzas. We got a cream sauce that I heated up here. We're going to use that as our base. We got our oven already hot. We think it's time to start playing with dough here. Oh, I gotta chop up the bacon too. Oh, yeah, I gotta cook the bacon. So let's cook some bacon. Pan of parchment, pull out our home cured bacon that's been in the freezer for better part of since about 6 months now. So it's been around a minute. Do I use a breadstone? I have a pizza stone or breadstone, yes. That I got actually gifted to me for the holidays. So I'm sort of new to doing pizzas at home. I'm doing a lot of experimentation still. This is only like the third or fourth batch of dough I've done to toy around with it. Leave the rest of this for some other non-sliced project. And that's already in the oven. I got the oven to what my oven max is, which is 525. You sort of want it a little warmer than that. Yeah, it was not fun cooking, girl. I mean, thankfully I wasn't one of the ones that was, it wasn't like I was partnered and had, you know, there was streamers that were, there's one that I regularly watch and raid that was partnered literally 2 months before they shut everything down. And they partnered people like that week or within 2 weeks of them shutting the service down, which is really it was really crummy. And, like, not even the staff of the company knew it was coming. Yeah. So, bacon, sheet pan. Go ahead and throw that in on the bottom. Try not to make that slide onto the floor. Parchment did slide on me there. And then I use this board that I'm cleaning here right now, my large protein board, which is just a sort of a cheapo bamboo board. I haven't talked about my boards much lately. I use my one nice board that I have there on the main screen there for most everything. And I don't really even shy too much about getting a little bit of protein on it here and there. But I try and do all the really dirty stuff on either this one or this one. This one's got to go soon. And these are both made of bamboo, which are not nearly as nice to be cutting with. They're not nearly as nice of a cutting board, but they're cheap. I don't have to worry about them. I don't have to feel sorry for treating them like crap. I used to have 3 of them. I've sort of worked my way down to using 2 of them. Now I gotta get rid of this one's. When it dries, is starting to split right here. And I can't keep that too long if it's gonna be developing a split for things to live in. But it lives for today. Timer. We need timer for our bacon. It seems like a lot of Facebook has been making some changes, but it looks like a vast majority of the, like 90% of the people that I saw on Mixer were like, we're not gonna, you're gonna shut down like this and you want us to follow you, you know? And so like 90% of the people that I knew came over here to Twitch. And I've seen a fair number of the people that didn't come to Twitch come to Twitch. A fair number of people from Mixer were hoping to try and make Gillamesh into a proper streaming platform, which they just had a bomb of a grand opening. I hope they do well. But Facebook is just horrid for streaming. I cannot stand their platform because I have a family Twitch or a family Facebook page that I really don't even use anymore, but it's family. And then I have my public page for streaming and things like that. And when you go into streaming and all that, it tries to make you use your primary profile for like everything. You have to go through and do like 5 extra steps, everything you do, in order to not be outing your personal page. And there's other weird things, like if you at someone or tag someone in chat, it literally gives them a notification. And so, like, you'll have notifications from chat, like, days later of people watching VODs and stuff like that. It's... They gotta learn. They don't know what they're doing. And I fully expect some company or someone to go out there and just start tagging people in their VODs and stuff as ads. I mean, you can go into, if you can go into anyone's old VODs and say, hey, check out this product, and tag everyone in chat, and they get notifications because of it. It's a little silly. So we're going to work on our dough now. And I'm going to start by quad folding this, or maybe more than quad folding it, but I'm going to fold it over on top of itself to start. Nice yeasty, beery smell from this. Quite. Yeah, I basically gave up on Facebook as a whole in the last couple of years. I sort of slowly killed my account. So this is going to be 4 pies. So cut in half again. So they're sort of ball-like, and then we'll use these two today. Those two I will package up for later. Most people use plastic wrap for this. I like using the bags because it'll continue to proof and expand a bit in the fridge. And if it fills out the perfect square, that just makes my life easier when it comes to rolling, doesn't it? But I assume this is probably a good 20 cents more than plastic wrap, too. Welcome, Raiders! Hi, Miss Lisa Face. How are you today? Hello, Dreamers Arcade. How is everyone this lovely day? What were we streaming today? What were we working on? Doing some more Jurassic Park painting? Or miniatures? Or... Okay. Am I ready to... I'm going to wait even on rolling that out, too, because we need our bacon out here, and I need to shred some mozzarella. Or chop up some mozzarella. Thank you, Cook and Grow. I dither on it because I think it also puts off a certain percentage of people that don't want to be shouted out. But I try. I don't. It's not automatic. I do it manually myself, but I only do it for people that have watched a considerable amount of time a stream. I think it's about 300 minutes right now, so it's about a full stream. Some people just don't like the attention. And this is feeling solid enough that I think I actually want to use the box grater for this. We'll see how this works with the box grater. Last time I used mozzarella, it was too soft. And so I regularly say in chat, if any of you would not like to be called out, please let me know. I'd be happy to remove you. Just on the edge of being enough to grate by hand here. Any food that can be easily frisbeed into one's mouth. I'm sorry, Miss Lisa Face. Maybe a whole pie? I don't know. I'm not going to be flipping anything tonight either. I almost flipped that large pancake yesterday. I don't have much to throw at the camera tonight either, though. I mean, I usually throw my empty egg cartons and lightweight stuff that I don't care about at the camera when I'm done with them. Trying to get the last of this through. There we go. Got another 6.5 minutes on our bacon. Got our cream sauce I made earlier for our pies. Let's see, what else can we do here for 5 minutes? We probably got a battle ready, don't we? Have I forgotten my battles? 1 minute. Okay. So we'll run a pre-roll ad, and then we'll do our battle. I'll sit here and sip on my Kool-Aid. Well, actually, I'll clean the pan or two. You're not familiar with Streamliners? Raiders. It's a interactive game that chat can join in on. You can go to streamraiders.com/t/chefjt, which is up there at the top. And once every 30 minutes, we have a battle. Players or viewers can add players to the field once every 5 minutes. They build their own armies. They can raise their own armies and level them up. I can add a spell to the battlefield. There we go. Everyone's gonna run fast now. We are on the right battle, aren't we? There we go. Victory. Yeah, I was. I run a... Stream Raiders, if you're not familiar, is across Twitch. There's several thousand, at least 2,000 streamers currently using it. And your viewers can create armies, level up their armies by playing with yourself or multiple streamers. They can play with 3 or 4 streamers at a time. And you can then add units to your streamer's battlefield once every 5 minutes. Every 30 minutes we have a battle. I've been running 90-second pre-rolls before the battles, just as an easy break. And let's see, we had Entropy with the kills, me helping out with the assists, Entropy and Red Nut with the rewards, 50 gold, nice payout there. Congrats. I get some more gold for me, but I don't need gold. Okay, and I think we're going to keep going with the top row here. I was mostly cleaning a dish during the ad there, though, Cooking Girl. So we'll run that battle in 30 minutes and see how we do. This looks like a pretty good map for some rogues. And back to the pizza. Got just about 2 minutes left in our bacon. Actually, let's take a look at that. See if that's not getting too hot, which it is. Crispy bacon. Crispy bacon. Let's use this one for this. We'll pull these off of there real quick. We'll give that a moment to cool down before I chop them. Save our bacon fat. There should be a link right above your last message there. Oh, you just have to search for Chef JT, I think. But if you click the link, I thought it would take you to it. I am a stream captain. I don't know if that distinction is necessary. And also, I know that I don't know how fastly they're working on it, but I do know that they're working on another game that's a pairing to this, or a competitor, or I don't know. But they're not sitting on their laurels. They're regularly updating things. They're changing stuff. So I've been happy with Stream Raiders. That's sort of strange that you don't see me by clicking that link. Oh, I still had it open. Oh well. Okay, gotta roll my first pizza out here.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Well, you weren't supposed to understand. Be quiet over there, assistant. We got a hole. Just paying attention to the camera more than I was to myself. Put some flour down here as my sliding medium. Not as happy with this dough as I have been in my couple of the last ones. I have found that this dough recipe, this no-knead dough, does incredibly better if you allow it to rest even longer than this. Like, those next two there in the fridge, those are going to be way better than these two. Make sure we got everything okay here. We got a little hole there. Weird. People are obviously joining the battle, so... Let's see, how warm is this still? This is pretty cool now. I think we're going to go ahead with our first pie. if you want to call that a pie, that's looking a little sad. Little sad. I'll load this up with our pea sprouts. And I'm not going light. But I am not going to use all those because that's going to be maybe a little too much. Parmesan, or sorry, not Parmesan, mozzarella. Different mozzarella than last time. I bought a pizza blend last time I tried this and it just was like all oil. It was a horrible product. Very not happy with that. And then bacon on top. Actually, almost half tempted to throw an egg on top of that too. No, no egg. Not gonna do the egg. We're gonna finish it with parm. Alright, let's see how this first one does. Put a little of the scrap mozzarella off here. Sliding. Now we gotta wait for that to be done. Before we can make our next one. Because I get ahead of myself when I'm doing this. I want to keep going. And I want to get into the next pizza. And then I find half the time I end up putting the pizza on here when I need this pulled pizza back out. It's a little bit of a space organization issue. It is a Unicook stone. As I said, I was gifted it. I don't remember if I had that on a list or something that they bought it from or not. Hey, Lexi! Welcome in. How are we today? How are thee today? We got our first one in the oven already. It's going to be another quick stream tonight, maybe a 2-hour total. Well, actually, maybe like an hour and a half. But as mentioned before, I am streaming 5 days a week this month, or at least the first 3 weeks. Gonna be doing Taco Tuesdays and Pizza Saturdays, along with my normal Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Nice! That's always good feeling. Hopefully it was a... you're celebrating, so it was a good one. I was thinking about having a nice cab or something like that tonight with pizza. Pizza's a good thing to pair with wine. My head's just been pounding. I've been cutting back on my caffeine here lately, and I'm getting the caffeine headaches from lack of caffeine. And so 92, nice. A territory, we like A's. Got a quality test. As if I'm not going to quality test it again once it's on a pizza. But what beer are we drinking? Oh, I didn't really finish my sentence there. I'm not drinking wine because I'm hitting up the aspirin. And aspirin and booze don't mix. Don't mix those two, please. Nice, Lexi. What kind of red? I don't know if you're familiar or not. I do a fair number of amount of wine drinking here on stream, and so I also live in Sonoma County. So get started on our last piece of dough here. Like I said, I get bored sitting here waiting for the first one to cook. And get working on the second one when I don't need to be. Of course, at the same time, I also drink like box wine and all sorts of weirdo wine stuff too. So it's not like I'm Mr. Aficionado. Yeah, that's almost on the edge now. We give that 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I've had a lot of chefs hate the term 2 minutes. Because it's the automatic answer that you get out of people when you want to know how long. You don't care like anything tastes like oak. I have some issues with American oak. I'm usually okay with French oak. French oak is usually much more mellower. American oak is typically much bolder, much more woody. It's usually charred harder too, so. This dough thing is sort of like almost completely new to me. I mean, I've worked a pizza oven before, but I didn't ever have to deal with the dough. And I've done with lots of other doughs, but pizza dough is not one that I've worked with. The pizza place that I worked with had a pizza press, and it's like cheating basically. You take all the guesswork out of it. You can buy the pre-made dough balls, and that's what they did. And then it was you defrost them in the refrigerator overnight. Defrost them in the fridge overnight, or the walk-in, and then you can put this raw dough ball onto this press. The press pushes it down, puts it into a perfect pizza size. But not only does it put it in a perfect pizza size, it's heated, and so it lightly sears the bottom, just like pale sears the bottom, so that it holds its shape. I need... There's pizza number one. So that is bacon, pea sprout, and white sauce. And we need somewhere to set you. Slide right off, why don't you? And so when I was working the pizza in the past, it was there was no guesswork to this part of it, which is really where all the craft and all the experience in making pizza is not in, throwing some toppings on the top, and it's making sure you don't have giant holes in it like this. Heavy dose of cheese, pepperonis, and put the Parmesan away. Okay, is this moving? Yeah, that's moving. We'll take off a little of the cheese here. We'll add this to the oven. Also using bamboo for using as my pizza peel because it is darkening this edge of this board, even with only using it like 4 or 5 times, just sitting on that stone. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to use the last of these little pea sprouts that I chopped up. But we can save the cheese, we can save the sauce. Got enough here for a whole nother pie. Put our flour away. Wrap up our pepperonis and bacon. Get the flour off the counter. Make sure that we got a clean enough kitchen here that I can deal with it for chicken cordon bleu tomorrow. Because I will be streaming tomorrow on Easter. And not doing anything special with Easter this year. Last year I cooked rabbit on stream. I did rabbit stew last Easter. But I believe it's National Cordon Bleu Day. I mean, I know Easter changes dates, so it's probably on a bunch of other dates on a regular basis, but... So we're celebrating National Cordon Bleu Day instead of National Easter Day. Or International Easter Day. You don't want to overcook it, and if you're getting wild rabbit, like, well, most rabbit, let's just say in general with rabbit, you should probably use gloves when you're handling the raw meat. It's, there's some nasty things that can, I'm sure that can happen with a lot of meats, but... I've never been a huge fan of ham either. something to do with the way most ham is processed, or I bought ham for it this time, but in general, I've never been a fan of processed ham. It's always had this like flavor that's just never jived with me. I can see that too. I like salt, so I can't take that as my excuse, but yeah, and I can't say that it's just the curing chemicals or salts that they're using for it, because I like local cured hams, like small production hams. I don't like anything that I've gotten from like a major producer. And it's something in the difference between the two that I just don't. Another 4 minutes on that second pie. Just in time for battle. So, 90-second pre-roll ad. Prosciuttos. I think Cooking Girl got hit by the ad, but prosciutto's an entirely different world in my mind. I love prosciutto. I just wish I could afford to eat it all the time. There's a completely different flavor to it. It's got this nuttiness that and even you can't even do the U.S. produced prosciuttos either, because they don't have that nuttiness. They don't have that flavor. Battle. The Cooking Girl, yeah, I agree. I don't like processed hams, and prosciutto is a beautiful thing. Quick battle. Archers couldn't even get over there. Entropy with the kills, Quiet J with the assist. Entropy with the scroll, congrats. And I think we're going to call it a night there. I think we're going to have a quick stream tonight. We're going to do good proper Sunday stream tomorrow. Going to be doing not just chicken cordon bleu, but I'm going to do some taters with it. Going to do, not sure what else I'm going to be doing along with that. We're not quite there. We got to finish pulling out this last pie. But I'm not going to start another Stream Raiders battle tonight, because that's going to be another 30 minutes. But let's see what we get for our last pie here. Oh, I eat it, but I don't generally eat on stream. I'll try things to prove to people that I like them or dislike them, but not big on the whole mukbang slash hey, watch me eat. So I'm gonna cut them. I'm gonna show you guys the pizzas. Then we'll find someone to hand things off to, so that I can enjoy them. Ooh, spillage. That's looking good. Give you an idea of, I mean, that one's been sitting and it's not perfectly flat, but it was able to be carried. That's not something that I'm happy with that. Not a huge crunch on this one, but this is the one that's been sitting too. Oh yeah, we got some bubblage with this one too. I'm going to let that set up a slight bit more. Let's take a look at this one over here. We got some bubbles. We got some bubbles. Got a toast on the bottom, but not dark as I would want it. I like the outsides. Let's give this a shot here so I can tell you what I think about the pea sprouts on there. Like I said before, I'm trying it out for myself for the first time. I've read that it wasn't that great. That's not bad. I like that. I can see why people don't like it, because it's very pea-like. It's less pea sprout, and more pea-like. About 10 minutes. I didn't do an exact time on them. I gave them about 5 minutes in my head, and then looked in there and judged how much longer than I thought they needed. Yeah, this cheese is going to take a little while to solidify back up there. So I think I'm going to wait on that, but I think you all can guess how much I'm going to like a pepperoni pie. I think it's going to be delicious. Let's see who we can give a raid to. Call it a early evening here. Well, that sounds interesting. I have not rated them before. So let's raid another food and drink streamer here. Oh, come on. Show me the name so I don't have to type it all the way out. There we go. So I'm going to give a raid to Devil Dog Baker, who is cooking on a boat. They be cooking on a boat. They've been cooking for a while though, but we'll give them a raid. Hopefully they're still on. My stream isn't messed up here. Give that a quick refresh. But once again, gonna be doing chicken corn on blue tomorrow, and Tuesday we'll be doing tacos, and Wednesday we'll be doing probably eel, but the Discord vote is still going until Monday. The current vote is between eel and black ramen, the specific brand of ramen that's got dried veggies and stuff along with it. It's not just straight ramen. Okay. They're still on. Awesome. So, thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a great evening. I will be back here on Tuesday. Or I'll be back here tomorrow and then on Tuesday. And have a good night.